her to kind of play in and be outside. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I like this, especially with the red and the green pairing with each other, and then maybe throwing another sweater over that. So when I was talking to Trudy, our stylist, about what specifically I wanted to get from this shoot, I think the words that I used were Dust Bowl. We talked about linens, we talked about wool and knits, and something that had a crinkle to it and had a feeling to it, and it really elicited that concept and that idea of American farm life. So for her hair, we're doing the kind of the French braid and then the loop, and then the ribbon.
Yes, exactly. Kind of like they used to 1930s, 1940s, with the little, instead of ribbon, torn cloth.
Perfect.
They didn't have the access to ribbon all the time back then.
I didn't want something that was really specific to a particular era, because I feel like if you focus too much on trying to make this about happening in 1933 or 1947, it's going to be a period piece and it's going to become about getting that across in the image. And to me, I wanted to take a step back for that. I wanted it to be more of this classic, timeless aesthetic, and I wanted the focus to be on the narrative and really what's going on between the mom and the sisters.
Also have like just a white underneath option for that. So you're thinking probably more.
Choices.
Yeah, there are.
The problem is I want all of them, but we can't do that.
Right.
Okay, well, let's hold that for now. What are you thinking for Isabella? When Trudy came in and had all of these amazing clothing for our talent, I got slightly indecisive, and there was just so much awesome stuff. And so I figured we can expand this a little bit. We can work with it. We can incorporate more of that clothing. We can get more hairstyles into play. And I think that's okay. These are these kind of things that happen on set, and ultimately it's going to work better for everyone because now we've got a bigger expanse of clothing and styling to work with in these different environments. And it's going to add some complexity, and it's going to add a lot of visual interest. So the last thing I'm thinking about with styling, which should be no surprise to any of you, is color. So once again, we're taking a look at the existing color palette of the location that we're working in, and now we've got clothing, we've got hair and makeup to think about as well. So I'm looking at clothes and I'm thinking about styling in the context of that environment, and how are we going to take our existing palette and match it to the palette that we've got in our location. In our bedroom scene, for instance, we used a ton of neutrals that were going to be really beautiful playing off of each other. We've already got that existing primary color scheme in the living room, so we're going to employ some colors in that particular image that are going to work off of that. So putting our talent in complementary colors. In our kitchen, we're again bringing in pops of colors that are going to tie everything together. We have everything cohesively looking great together because our location color palette is consistent. Our styling palette is consistent. And how about Betsy? Let's have you with like one, can you do one eye open, just giving her like a, I know she's gonna get into trouble again. Though there's a lot of color differences and color complexity throughout the whole scene, everything is gonna look like a cohesive body of work when we're done.